Hey, how are you doing? I'm Kamo, and welcome to a charming little game called Rogue Legacy. Now this is one of my favorite games, and is a true definition of a roguelike. Now they also do some fun things with the roguelike concept. Basically, when you start the game, you go through this little, like a short prologue, and you kind of see how the game is coming about, what the story is, and basically there is someone who has killed the king, and you are a knight who has gone to avenge the king, or so you think. So it starts off, and you pick a hero, and you get a choice of a few, and they each have either positive or negative traits. A lot of them are positive, a lot of them are also negative. And you each obviously have, there's different classes. Let's go ahead and pick the knave. Now, here's the next part of it that's really neat. There is an upgrade system, kind of like a talent tree, I guess you could call it. This is actually very much like a talent tree. And you go through it, and there's various upgrades, as you can see. And this one goes up to like level 50. Each time you level it up, you get to carry more. You get more health, you can get more mana. You can upgrade the knight because there are various classes, and basically it just goes up and up and up. Now I have actually beaten this game before because, like I said, I love this game, so I have a bit of a strategy. I'm a big crit chance kind of guy. In a lot of games that I play, I tend to go very critical chancey. So this is also the starting area. Now there's a couple more vendors that I haven't unlocked here that give you various things that you can do. This is the blacksmith. And the blacksmith, as you could probably guess, has different weapons that you can equip, has different armor that you can equip. And I think I'm already decked out for the most part. And you have to find these various pieces of armor first. Now this guy, what is this guy's name? It was back, we'll just call him Death, for the lack of a better word. He actually has a name. Oh, well there it is. Charon. Not 100% sure how to pronounce it, but anyways, so before you enter the thing, you actually have to give him all your money. So what it does is it kind of forces you to spend what you get each run. Oh, and there's also various abilities that you get. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. If you've already started exploring an area, like let's say you sign out, or if there's another part of the dungeon that you want to go to and you've unlocked the portal, you can teleport to areas too, so there's kind of like a quick travel, I guess you could say. Now, as you can see, I am a guy who has dwarfism, and I am nearsighted. So like I said, it's really neat that there's... it's actually kind of silly, the things that you get, or the negatives that you get are kind of funny. It's not very often you play a game where you can have dwarfism as a negative trait. And this is, for the most part, how the game runs. Now, I freaking hate these platforms because for some reason I'm stupid about them. By some reason I mean I'm just stupid. So, this is the gameplay. It's a very fast-paced game. There is 4 sections, and basically the overall goal is to kill the boss of each of the 4 sections. And what that does is it unlocks the throne, or the king's throne room. And that is where you have your final duke out. Now there are also new game pluses to this game, which is also very cool. It does have gamepad support. That's actually what I'm playing on right now. I'm playing on my Xbox gamepad. And the game has always been very responsive. The controls are very tight. As you can see, you have a good amount of air control. So if you're one of those people who likes to go bonsai super crazy in their roguelikes, or any kind of 2D game really, or 3D game for that fact, this is definitely a great game for you. This is... I don't want to say this is the game that got me into roguelike games, because it's not, but it is definitely one that built up a strong appreciation in my heart for roguelikes, because it takes the roguelike elements and adds on to them. Basically, death unlocks things. Now, it's not the first game to have done that, but it is one of the best games, in my opinions, to have done it, because there's a lot of content, there's a lot of unlockables. Now, this is called the Maya. This is another part of the castle, and eventually, when you start unlocking more... Oh, and this is the other thing. getting to some of these chests and whatnot is sometimes challenging. See, now I actually have to be a dwarf in order to get into this one. See how that wall's got that small dark spot? Only a dwarf can get in here. So there's certain perks to some of these negatives. Like being a dwarf. You wouldn't normally view that as an exactly positive thing, and reason being in this case that I have a tiny little sword to be proportional to my body. Proportionate to my body. Now, as this game gets harder, as you do like more and more new game pluses, it becomes a pure bullet hell. And that's not an exaggeration. There is bullets upon bullets flying around. Now, I guess it's actually kind of a good thing I died. When you die, you can see all the guys you killed, and then you move on to a similar rotation. You guys have already seen me come to this point. God, is it another crappy set of things? See, like, check that out. Dextrocardia. Your magic power and health power pools are swapped. So, if you've been spending a lot of money in upgrading your mana, you'll have a larger mana pool, so when that gets swapped, you're going to have more health in that particular case. It's very interesting. So this one is called Tunnel Vision. I like the Knave. He has a higher crit chance. And like I told you guys, I am a man. I'm a man on the edge. I'm a man about crits. So let's see. Let's go ahead and upgrade my carrying weight. Alright. What you got? 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 Oh, that's what I already have equipped. So now I am a bigger variant of the guy I was before, and I have to give my gold away. I have upgraded my Haggle. There's a skill called Haggle, or in that talent tree called Haggle, where you keep some of the gold rather than give it all to Charon. I think it's just Charon, that's how you pronounce his name. But yes, I do not plan on doing a full Let's Play of this game for several reasons. One being that I've already beaten it, which in itself is not reason enough to not play it, but this game becomes very repetitive, and I've mentioned before that playing overly repetitive games, while it can be fun, especially when people like to just see the same thing over and over, it doesn't really fit my commentary style, because I like to bring new and interesting things with each episode, whether it be a story or, you know, new content in a particular game, and that kind of stuff. So I'm probably not going to do a full Let's Play of this game, but I definitely wanted to at least show it to you. If some of you have seen this game recommended, it's by Celdor Games, I believe was the name of the developers, and you can find this game on Steam. If I remember correctly, it wasn't all that expensive, so I highly recommend checking this game out. If you are a roguelike hero, if you love playing those roguelike kind of games, definitely add this one to your list, especially if you're on the fence about it and you haven't really seen any good gameplay on it. I definitely recommend this game. So yeah, that's about all that I had for this video. Definitely thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. In the meantime, you all take care of yourself.